tie-dye event for the seniors. We'll wear the shirts on Friday of next week and to go out and buy all the dye tonight. So got to get that stuff done before the stores close. So let me just pass these around. So we kind of finalized some plans for decorations for the dance. Once again, the theme for the dance plays off of the theme for the parade. It's a circus under the big top. So kind of made it a little bit more high schoolish with masquerade under the big top. Students weren't quite comfortable with just a circus theme. They wanted a little bit cooler or something. So they made it masquerade under the big top. And they're excited about it. So we'll pass these out first. Some of the major kind of things we'll have in there. We're going to have 8 different sort of, we want to cover the walls, because they're great gym walls, but they're not great homecoming dance walls. And so we'd like to cover the walls, and kind of the major way we're going to do that is through the kind of sideshow tent idea. And the first 2 pictures, or the first 2 pages, show you what kind of some of our thoughts for that'll look like. We'll probably go the cheap and easy route of getting some either curtains or tablecloths from Party City, but to make them look like curtains, kind of hang them up, and then have a kind of a backdrop with some of the vintage circus patterns. And then we found some of these really cool circus wall decals on Etsy. If you guys are familiar with Etsy, fairly cheap, really good. Unfortunately, we can't put them straight on the wall because it's too textured. It's tile, and it'll just kind of crinkle, and then getting it off might be difficult. So that's why we're going to use the backdrop for, of just kind of butcher paper with paint to put it in the patterns, kind of like that, the rhombus pattern or the stripe pattern. It's kind of very stereotypically circus. So that's where we'll need a lot of help. Obviously, we'll need help Saturday afternoon into just getting stuff ready for the dance, but Friday actually we'll need help as well, because that's when we will do that's when we'll make the backdrops for these kind of sideshow tent wall hangings. We won't worry about the curtains. Whoever's there on Saturday can hang the curtains, but since it involves paint, we need to let it dry over the night. And so, yeah, it'll just be, we'll get some butcher paper, preferably kind of maybe kind of that vintage, maybe a light brown, maybe a maroon if we can find it. Talk to the art department, see what we have already available, and see if we need to buy anything. And then a lot of it's just going to be painting patterns, or we'll get a sponge, rhombus sponge, and just go back and forth and make the patterns so that we can have something to hang the decals on, and then we'll hang it on the wall, put some curtains around it, and we kind of got the sideshow tint effect. Also, as part of that, we would like to kind of have a floodlight that goes up on the wall, or sort of a spotlight to kind of create a spotlight effect. We are talking with our theater people to see if we have those available in the school already, but if you or people you know have something like that, not a flood lamp that you do when you need to dig in your backyard at midnight for whatever reason. We won't go into that. But kind of a smaller one that will just kind of give a nice light onto the wall, but not travel too far outside of that, so we can illuminate it and also kind of create that spotlight effect. So, and at the very least, rope lights. So if you guys are willing to donate or loan out your Christmas lights, if they're not too deep inside your attics, we will need lots of those as well. If you go to, I forgot to bring down the catalog, but we're going to have a VIP section for seniors who pay like $2 extra, really cheap, easy fundraiser to help pay for this stuff. But we'll have lights there as well. So yeah, if you are interested in doing that, we can label them and give them back to you. You don't have to give them away forever. Let me know. We'll probably need as many as we can get. Also PVC pipe. We're going to be investing in a lot of PVC pipe to create kind of an entryway. If you guys are familiar with the gym space, there's this sort of weird double door and then a concrete thing and then another double door into the gym, and we'd like to kind of just create a funnel for that so that there's just looks nicer, and then a couple other. Huh? Yeah.
Be a permanent structure.
You could make it that way. It's going to block off the vending machines as well, so I'm not sure if the students would appreciate that. And then we'll need it. We're going to do some balloon towers. We'll need just some simple PVC pipe for that as well. So obviously we can buy that. We've got that in our budget. But if you have PVC pipe laying around or know people who do, let me know. And so once again, we won't use it forever. We can give it back to you. Those are kind of our major needs. So we have not kind of set a time yet for that Friday night. We'll get that to Cindy and you guys as soon as we kind of settle on a time where I can be available. And then obviously Saturday after the parade, maybe 2 or 3 o'clock, maybe right after the game or a little bit into the second half, we'll probably need people to start coming in and setting up all the curtains, doing a lot with masking tape and zip ties and all that stuff. So we have a, I'm going to pass this out as well. This is basically our prop list. So if there's anything on there, once again, obviously PVC pipe and lamps are already on there. But if there's other stuff that you have just laying around that you'd like to loan out to us, we don't have to go to Party City as much or buy out all 5 Party Cities in St. Louis, then let me know. My email